Hi, I'm Scott Flowers with Cloud Ninjas. Today we're here to continue our series on the HPE ProLiant DL380 Gen10 Plus. In this video, we're going to show you how to put your server in the rack. Let's get going. Hey, thanks for stopping by today to learn a little bit more about the HPE ProLiant DL380 Gen10 Plus. Do us a favor, if you find anything that helps you in this video, click that like, smash that subscribe. All right, well, top in. Now, this video will be specifically dedicated to racking. So what we're going to do in this video is rather simple. We're going to take this server and we're going to put it in the rack in our lab. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing. So it's not going to be too tough. We're going to show you literally step-by-step instructions on, what rails to use, how to put them into the rack, how you can also take your server out of the rack in case maybe that's what you came for. So we're going to show you a little bit of both sides of it. So hey, let's hop into the fun stuff.
Hey, this is Mason with Cloud Ninjas, and today I'll be showing you guys how to attach your inner rails to your HPE ProLiant DL380 Gen10 Plus server. All right, so first let's go over the design of these rails. See, these are sliding stab-in rails that we are using, and if you need to know the dimensions of your server, you can actually see them right here. And this is a good note for those that have a specific type of rack, and you really want to make sure that your rack can support these dimensions. So go ahead and pause the video, take some notes on what to expect when installing your HPE server into the rack. All right, so as you can see, this is the inner rail, and upon inspection, you'll notice these holes. This is where you will attach the inner rail to the side of the server, placing it on these black circles. So just go ahead and attach the inner rail like so. Make sure we get each tab through the holes on the inner rail, and then pulling the inner rail back to lock it in place. Now, if you need to remove the inner rail, all you need to do is lift this metal tab here, and pushing the inner rail forward will unlock it, and then you will be able to remove the inner rail. Let's go ahead and show you guys how to attach the inner rail one more time, just matching each of the holes of the inner rail with the black circles. And once they are all inserted into the holes, we just need to pull that inner rail back to secure it in place. And that's how you attach your inner rails to your server. All right, so now I'll go ahead and pass it over to Scott, and he will show you guys how to attach the outer rails to the rack and stab in the server to the outer rails. Be right back.
All right, so we grabbed our ESD gear, so we're safe to go ahead and work on our machine. First things first, you're just going to notice that on the rail itself right here, it's literally going to say left front. So given that I'm on the left side and wanting to put it on the front, this will go on the front side. And then on the back over here, it'll say rear. So this will go on the left rear. And you're going to see everything from the sliding rails to how to install it. And again, maybe you're here to see how to take it out of the rack. We'll show you that as well. But as far as putting it in the rack, you're going to notice that there are these two pegs. So we are literally, and it's going to be on both sides. So we're literally just going to go around the outside here, around the top, and just pop them in. And honestly, it's pretty simple. So Angel, let's go ahead and do 7 and 8. So I like to do this with two people. It just makes it a lot easier. So Angel's just going to come from the back side and pop them in. So he has them in. So I'm going to do 7 and 8 as well. So just line these up. And again, this is very simple because you're literally just going to click it into place. That's all you have to do. So now it is fully locked into place. All right, so let's say you're trying to just get your rail out. So when you push the inners all the way in, and it might be kind of hard, hopefully we can scroll in, but there's a little push button here, and you're just literally going to push the push button, and now this will pop out. So again, right here, there's a little push button, and this will now pop out. So it's locked into place, can't move it, push button, it's out. Okay, so that's how you would remove it from the rack. So now we're going to do the right side. So again, on the right one, you're going to notice right here, it's going to say right in front. So I'm going to put that on the right front side. Angel, let's go ahead and do 7 and 8 again. So again, he's just going to come from the outside or over the top. I'm going to do the same, just line these up and just literally pop it in. It's super easy. And again, it's locked into place at this point. If we push the inners all the way back, we would just push this button and you can remove it. And again, now we'll just slide the inners out so they will come all the way out. So if you had your server in here, you could work on it like this, having it come out, but realistically, you're gonna want these to be in when you go to put your server in, because it's just a stab-in type. So now we'll go ahead and bring our server in, and we've already got our inner rails attached to the side. And we did a video showing you guys how to do this as well. So we showed you that part first, but now we're going to take this and then just literally slide them in. So Angel, let's go ahead and line everything up. So we're just going to come in and line it up on both sides. And so we just lined it up and literally just slid it right in, nice and easy. It definitely helps having two people, especially since I'm still recovering from my broken elbow. So thank you, Angel. You'll notice right now it is locked into place, so we physically can't take it out. So again, if you're here and you're trying to figure out how do I remove my server, we're just going to take this, just going to push this down, okay? And when you push this down, and again, you need to do both sides, it's just going to slide out, okay? So again, lock it into place, pull this down, slides right out. So that's how you would install and remove your DL380 Gen10 Plus. If you're looking for any HPE servers or Dell, Supermicro, Gigabyte, Asus, etc., please email our team at sales@cloudninjas.com. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Take care.